Hi there. You must have a home you're thinking about selling. And if you're like most people, you're probably wondering how in the world can these guys do it for just a 1% commission? But in all honesty, I think the real question should be how in the world can a realtor justify charging 6%? My name is Dave Barlow, and I've been doing real estate here in the Columbus area for over 24 years now. And in that time, I've sold nearly 4,000 homes, which ranks me inside the top 1% of all real estate agents across the country. In other words, not many people have done what I've done. But in order to stay in that top tier, me and my team are constantly looking for innovative ways for our buyers to buy and our sellers to sell. And that brings us to our latest concept, sell for 1%. Of the thousands of closings I've attended, and yes, I do go to all my own closings to make sure the numbers are right and handle any last minute problems if there happen to be any. I would so often see the seller look at the closing statement, see their bottom line, and in some cases, us realtors were actually making more money than the seller was. Some sellers, after making that house payment for years, being a good citizen, paying their property taxes, making repairs, cutting the grass, and watching their families grow up, are making less money than us realtors. Now that's pretty crazy. And so several years ago, we started looking for a better way to help sellers sell their home. We looked at flat fee listings where we would charge a seller $1,000, put them on the MLS, and then that seller would have to take the photos, set up the showings, negotiate the contract, work through the inspections, make sure the lender was on track, and find a reputable title company. But through that process, what we found out was that sellers really didn't mind paying a commission. They just objected to paying an outrageous amount of money to us realtors. So I was curious, could we offer the same service, handle the sales process for the seller, and charge less? Good question, right? So what we did was take a look at how much time did we actually have in the process of selling a house from start to finish. A lot like an attorney does, we kept track of everything we did to sell a house. From the initial walkthrough, price analysis, taking the photos, inputting everything into the MLS, all of the social media marketing, setting up the showings, handling of the contract negotiations, working through the home inspection, keeping track of the lender, and then going to the closing table again to make sure all the numbers are right. In other words, full service real estate, nothing less than what I've been doing for over 24 years now to get you the most money possible in the shortest period of time. And what we found was very interesting. With all of the technology we have in today's world, smartphones, email, the internet, digital cameras, PDFs, electronic signature services, and everything else we as realtors have at our disposal, on average, it only takes us about 6 to 7 hours to sell a house. Crazy, right? Well, not really. It's not like when I first got started in this business, and if we were to take the photos of your home, we'd have to run the film over to the camera store, got the photos developed, brought them back to our office, scanned them in with a high-speed scanner that took about a half hour to do one photo, and then upload the photos to the MLS on our high-speed 56.6 modems. You remember that sound, don't you? It was an all-day process just to take photos. It's so amazing how far we have come in such a short period of time. But the funny thing is, for how much technology has changed our business, most real estate agents still want to charge you 6%. The very same amount they were charging you 24 years ago when I got into this business. They still want to charge you 6%, just like they did back in the 1980s when interest rates were 18 or 19%. They still want to charge you 6%, the same amount they charged back in 1970 when the average home sale price here in Columbus was $17,000. I can see giving someone 6% back in 1970. But in today's world, where the average home sale price here in Columbus is now over $300,000, and the technology we have allows us to sell a house in 6 hours, I mean, let's do the math. You're going to pay me 1% for an average home sale price of $300,000, or a $3,000 commission check for about 6 hours of work. That works out to about $500 an hour. I got friends who are doctors and lawyers that don't make $500 an hour. So why does a traditional real estate agent think they're worth $1,500 an hour to sell your house? That does not make any sense. Did you know there are over 9,000 agents in the Columbus area? And on average, they only sell about 3 homes a year. You may have heard the old joke, what do you call the person who graduates last in medical school? Doctor. But do you want the cardiologist who only does 3 surgeries a year to do your open heart surgery? Or do you want the doctor who has done nearly 4,000 surgeries like me? And, oh, by the way, if you hire the other realtor, you get the privilege of paying them $1,500 an hour. And so, it's your choice. But actually, it's your money. And we think it really is a no-brainer because our clients on average save nearly $10,000 in commissions. Now that's real money. Your money. If you'd like to schedule an appointment to talk on the phone with one of us or to have us come over and take a look at your home, click on the link below. Or if you just like more information, you can click on that link below or feel free to give us a call at 614-451-6616. We'd love the opportunity to talk more and show you exactly what we do and answer any questions that you might have. And if you happen to know of anyone thinking about selling a home, would you please do them a favor and recommend us to them? I know they'd appreciate it, and so would we. Thanks, and have a great day.